Oh. Oh, right. First the instruction, then the tea party. Okay, let's go. Dimitri. A 40, please. To do, gonna need to help him with his riding rank. Felix. Doesn't really matter if we help him with riding or with lance. But I think riding would be useful first until at least we get it to D. So we can at least get him into a riding class. You need your hidden talent unlocked, so let's go.
What? I didn't know.
Excellent.
Wow.
And Mercedes, we need to work on your lance rank. Let's go. Alright. Goals. We do actually need to change some goals, I think. This is fine. I think we might actually have to focus on Axis soon if we want him to get into Warrior at level 20, because the problem I see right now is that these guys might not be able to make it to their required weapon ranks for their advanced classes in time for level 20, which would be bad. This can stay as it is, this can stay as it is. You can switch from... I believe he only needs a C in Lances if he wants to go into Dark Knight. Let me double check that. Yes, a C in Lances. So he can actually stop learning Lances and he can instead focus on Reason and Riding. You have enough flying, thank you very much. You can focus on Faith and... Let's focus on Faith and Riding. And you can focus on Reason and Lances. This should be okay. This is okay. This is fine. Okay, let's go.
I have a question.
Magic is not my forte. Being a gifted swordsman, I think my time is best served practicing swordplay technique. Why should I waste my time attending lectures just to improve my magic skills from mediocre to average? I want to pick this one, but I know the one that he wants to hear is knowing magic will make you a stronger swordsman, so...
I see.
Just gonna go with that.
Hey, pal.
He wants me to change him from accent brawling to accent brawling. Why, yes, sir. You're dumb as rocks, Balthus. Catherine, host tea party. I mean, she did just threaten to kill me. With relish.
You didn't invite me here for
one support ago, but yeah.
Oh, this is my favorite tea. I like the way it looks and the way it tastes.
Let's have tea. Let's go.
Thanks. Delicious.
And here's also a funny thing. If you look at the food on the table, it actually changes depending on your support level. If you don't have any support with them, it's just like 3 cookies. If you have a C support, it's an entire basket of cookies. And this gets progressively more food, basically, and more quality food. the further you go into the support line. And if you get to A support, you will have tea in Byleth's room rather than out in the open in the pavilion. The more you know. Anyway, I'm counting on you.
Wow.
Monastery security. Definitely, she's a knight, she needs to know about that. Past laughs, I guess? Yes, awesome.
I'm always watching you. I guess this is your way of returning the favor.
Okay. I kind of want to laugh, but I'm not entirely sure, so let me just look that up. Nod or sigh? Let's sigh. Okay.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Thanks for the tea. Invite me again when you like. Bye.
But we are getting close to being able to recruit her. As soon as Byleth hits level 15, we'll be able to recruit Catherine. And actually, now that we have a C support with her, we might be able to recruit her earlier. I'll have to double check.
Dear Goddess, I ask for guidance. Professor, I suppose you came by to pray too? I see. That's why I'm here too. Oh, nothing specific. I only call upon the goddess to give thanks, or perhaps to ask for protection. Anyhow, I should be on my way. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say. I'm not very good at talking to people. The truth is, I didn't interact with people too often before I came here. Oh, no particular reason. I'm simply not very good at it. That's just how I am. Thank you. I'm sorry. You shouldn't waste your time worrying about me. Please, just ignore me. I, have to be going now. Goodbye, Professor.
There is actually a legit reason for why she avoids contact so much. We will learn about it later when we get to a paralogue in the second part of the game. Wow, all the supports, my god. Let's go.
Professor, I understand that you were looking to speak with me. Perhaps you would like some insight on how to write your next lecture?
Wow! Dude, you have never even been to one of my lectures. Piss off.
While I do have a great many ideas, it would be inappropriate to... Oh, am I mistaken? If that's the case, then what can I do for you? The ladies have complained? To you? About me? Preposterous. There must be some mistake. I am the heir of the noble house Gloucester. It is bred in me to treat all people with respect.
Evidently not.
Rest assured, you will not find anyone more upstanding than yours truly. Perhaps the issue is that the splendor of my noble presence is driving the ladies to distraction. If that is the crime, I do confess. I hope I've not troubled the ladies' hearts unduly. Outrageous! That's absurd! Who would dare to allege such slander?
Byleth is like, I've got receipts.
Of all the... Well, I suppose I have offered several of them the honor of dining with me. It is impossible to tell if even the most well-bred young lady is a suitable companion for me, merely by the sight of her. So, in order for us to get to know each other properly, it is appropriate that we dine together. Thus far, they have all declined, oddly enough. For some reason, they seem to be exercising some form of restraint when speaking with me.
I wonder why. Full disclosure, being female myself, I have encountered guys like this many times before, and they're always a fucking pain in the ass to deal with.
I would never insist, of course. But I will admit I have, on occasion, after a day's pause, issued repeat invitations in the fashion and style of a gentleman. What? Ridiculous! Dinner invitations from me a problem? The very idea.
I can safely say that I have never been pestered by a guy with as bad a haircut as Lawrence, but I think that's because most people have mirrors in their houses, and most parents would not do this to their kid. I really don't know who came up with this character design. It is atrocious.
I am a perfect gentleman, the son of a noble line. I've a wit like a rapier, and it takes but a glance to see that I'm gorgeous.
That is not the word I would use, Lawrence. Like, no.
No, I cannot believe such a thing. Are you sure this isn't the result of some sort of scheme? It cannot be otherwise. Someone has clearly devised a conspiracy against me. Someone who envies my position, who seeks to soil my sterling reputation with foul rumors. How crude. Please, Professor, it is beneath you to fall victim to such petty and obscene tactics. I implore you to take greater care in the future. Now, if you will excuse me, I have a great deal of work to do. Farewell.
What an ass. So yeah, full disclosure, I absolutely hated Lawrence when I first played this game. I hated him for a long time until I finally got around to his some of his B supports with other students and his A support with Byleth. He does have good character growth. He does actually become a better person over the course of the game. But in the beginning, he's just utterly insufferable.
Ah, there you are. Can we talk? I need a favor, and you strike me as the charitable type. Touchy. I'll get right to it. I need some gold. Care to help a fellow out? Hard times all around then. Well, it was worth a shot. Guess that debt collector traveled all the way to Garrick Mach for nothing. If I were you, I'd feel bad about leaving the poor guy hanging like that, but it is what it is. No, it's a lose-lose. I owe the church, too. That means any work I do here, they take a cut. The only way to escape my financial burden is to get clear out of Fodlan.
Well, what are you waiting for? You've got Bridget, Dagda, Almyra, Sreng, Morphis. Like, there's like 5 countries around that you can go to, my dude. I am actually gonna choose that. Just because I can.
Wow. Cold as ice. You know, I was just joking, yeah? We all have to decide where we belong and then fight for it. Can't let your wallet control your fate. If money was all I cared about, I never would have walked away from inheriting a baron's house. It's nothing. It was a minor house in the east of the Alliance. I like to say I stepped aside for the good of the house. Has a nicer ring to it than saying I just wasn't cut out for the gig. Or that I lacked the right temperament. My distinguished little bro took my place. Fact is, he's a much better man for the job.
So this is one of the things that I like about Balthus is he is very clear about what he can and cannot do, and he is not resentful of being reminded of that and of having other people basically step up for jobs that he can't do. He's just a very pragmatic person when it comes to that. So he has zero resentment that his little brother inherited the house, even though he has a major crest. Balthus has the major crest of Chevalier. But it's his little brother who inherited the house because Balthus is like so not cut out for leading a house. And he's fine with that. He's cool with that. Absolutely no problem.
Don't go feeling sorry for me now. I didn't mind one bit. Truth is, I'd have been miserable in that life. Having that title was nothing but fuss. Fuss is the worst. This way of life suits me much better. And you? You showing up at Garrick Mach was a coincidence wrapped in happenstance. Your pops was a renowned mercenary leader. He could be safely assumed you'll follow in his footsteps. But don't you ever feel like that life was decided for you?
No.
Better start pondering that one real quick, pal. Why keep breathing if your life isn't your own, yeah? Well, there's a decided lack of gold here, so I'll be off now. You think on what I said?
I like Balthus. He's a prime himbo, but I love him. He's good. He's a good guy.
Here is the
I'm getting much better.
It seems it's all
Yeah, mastery.
All right. Let's see. So we're gonna have to take a look at.
well done. You have my thanks.
Oh yeah, right. I completed a quest.
Appreciate
I
it.
completed 2 quests. Nice. Let's actually see what the level requirement is. Suggested level 11. We are already way past that. So we are going to spend these 2 weeks exploring and having meals with people and getting faculty training and all that. And my god, we have even more supports to watch. Why? Why do we have so many supports? Yeah, I don't want to watch all of these right now. Marketplace. I wanted to get to the blacksmith and forge a killer lance plus for Dimitri. Let's go. I actually have enough to forge more killer weapons, honestly. I can afford to give somebody else a killer weapon too. Let's go. Iron axe. Actually, he's gonna need that a lot more. Iron bow, let's go. Marketplace. Blacksmith, forge. Killer axe. And a killer bow, please. Do we have to repair anything? Yes. So I usually tend to repair when I get down to around 1/3 of the 1/3 of durability. So this is getting dangerously close. We're repairing that. This is fine. This is fine. Who's got bouillons? You have one. Sell that. Please store all of that. And you can store this one. So yeah, if we want to forge that bow, it's going to take us, I think, 10 mithril. Yeah, and we have 1. So also we need Professor level A+ in order to actually be able to forge that. So that's gonna have to wait for a little bit. Let's see, let's save here. And let's explore. What's the meal event over here? The founding of the Alliance. So that's gonna be extra support if we dine with Alliance students. That's good. All right. Then I suppose we take this one primarily for motivation and for faculty training. Let's go. First of all, greenhouse as usual. Plant. Let's go.
No.
Because yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of people that we want to pair up in the Alliance. So I think next week we're gonna have meals with Lawrence and Leonie. Lysithia and Hanuman, Hilda and Casper, and Ignatz and Petra. And that will take care of pretty much all of the Alliance students. So we are going to have to watch some of these supports. Specifically Leonie and Lawrence and Lysithia and Hanuman. So let's get through these right now so we get them out of the way and we can have meals again next week. Because the thing is, as long as you have not watched the support, they do not gain any more support points. So you need to get those out of the way before you do more stuff with them.
Hey Lawrence, got a minute?
Certainly. I trust you're well?
Doing great. I found a load of old weapons, just got done hauling them out of storage.
Old weapons, you say? If there are any interesting swords in there, I would love to see them.
They might only be good for training, but with a little care, who knows? Here, have some oil.
And why exactly are you giving this to me?
Like I said, they need a little care. With a bit of maintenance, some of these will really shine.
Yes, I heard you. So why did you give me the oil?
It's for polishing, Lawrence. Don't tell me you've never polished a weapon before.
But that is hardly a task befitting someone of my station. If you had an exquisite blade, something of real historical significance to complement my noble heritage, that would be another matter.
In that case, appraise while you polish, you're bound to find something good working through these.
This seems as fine an occasion as any to air my grievances. I am a highborn noble. As such, it is my sworn duty to protect the common folk. I have no time for trivialities. What's more, you seem to be under the misapprehension that you can order me about. Please think carefully about how you speak to me.
I'm not ordering you around, and I'm not talking to you as a noble either. I'm asking you to help me with this, as a friend.
I am your friend, but I am also a noble. Those two qualities are not mutually exclusive.
Oh, good. Let's get to it then, buddy.
I love it. Leonie is not taking any of his shit and I love it. So this is why I'm saying, like, Leonie is one of those characters who, in her supports with Byleth, she's insufferable. But in her supports with literally everybody else, she's gold. Go get him, Leonie. Love it.
Phew. That about wraps it up for today's training. No thanks to a certain distraction. Professor Hanneman, I know you're there. It's extremely unsettling the way you're always staring like that.
Oh, my apologies, child. I was trying to remain inconspicuous, not wanting to interrupt.
Your half-hearted attempt to hide your weird staring only makes it weirder.
Well, I must apologize. In the future, I shall do my staring out in the open.
That might ease the weirdness, but it will continue to be extremely unsettling.
I have no desire to disturb nor to disquiet you. But you are a most exquisite subject for my crest research. And you understand that the foundation of all research is observation.
I understand well enough, and I'll do my best to ignore it. But in return...
In return, I will keep your secret. I have not spoken a word of your twin crests, not even to the church. If they knew I was withholding such valuable information, I might be branded a traitor. But such matters are trivial compared to the future of Crestology.
Shh! Don't talk so loudly about it out here in the open.
She does have a point, you know. If you uncover a secret, maybe don't talk about it in the middle of the training in the middle of the training grounds. That's a bad idea.
Pardon my excitement. I simply cannot let the opportunity to study such a miraculous subject go to waste.
These awful crests may seem miraculous to you, but for me, they fall under the category of curse.
I hope one day you will share more about your tragic origins, whenever you have the time to recount it. Your tale may contain valuable information.
All the subtlety and compassion of a brick wall. Jesus Christ.
You are utterly lacking in empathy. You know that? Even if you spent your entire life observing me, you'd never understand my feelings and all I've been through. Now, if you'll excuse me.
I fear I may have made a misstep.
Oh, you think?
I have no desire to trouble her, yet my research.
But yeah, Hanuman is the for science kind of guy. Like, full disclosure, one of my favorite NPCs in all of video gaming is in Borderlands 3. Oh, I do have more people to talk to, okay. Let me actually go and get some training while I go on this little tangent. One of my favorite NPCs in all of video gaming is from Borderlands. I think it's the pre-sequel. There is a scientist. Oh god, I don't even know which one of those is the right version. Okay, perfect. There is a scientist who there's a scientist who is trying to make a rocket that is controlled by brains from critters that you can find throughout the world. And the first rocket completely crashes. The second rocket also is kind of a failure. And then for the third rocket, the rocket actually launches directly at her house. And her reaction to that is, that rocket is blowing up my house! For science! And she's just like super excited about it. Like, I love the crazy science type characters. Even when they turn out to be villains, I'm like, I can respect the hustle at least. So yeah.